I sent you zodiac sign. Put it in the chat, guys. Okay, with love, we gotta have a little reality check real quick. You gotta just be the best you can be, not anybody else. It's only you at the end of the day.
What is up, guys? Happy Wednesday. We are here with another Tribe Tea. I'm just gonna make sure that we are live on YouTube because sometimes YouTube likes to make these what is it called, unlisted, and then I'm gonna turn this ring light down a little bit, girl, because like, why are we blinding me? Look, watch. Why are we making me look albino? Let's not do that. No shade to my albino queens, because y'all look good, but that's just not my reality. We need to get it together, ring light. Okay, here we go. Let's make this public so our YouTube friends can see. I see some of you guys on the Twitch side already. Okay. Save that. Boom, bam. I know this title is very shocking. Okay? I know it's very shocking. Okay, and then I think we're good on TikTok as well. What's up, friend? I see you over there on the TikTok side. I'm just wait for some more people to funnel in. If you've never seen me before, hi, hello. My name is Naja, aka the Voodoo Child, and this is the Tribe Tea segment. That is when you guys, the tribe, send in your stories. If you need advice, or if you just want to have like a good kiki, if you want to know if you are the a-hole type of deal, you know, this is the perfect place for you. So let me just make sure everything is good before I get started, because sometimes YouTube does not want to see us win sometimes. Yeah, like, girl, I said make it public. Don't get beat up. Let me chill, because, you know, TikTok likes to see. I have like my pros and cons with each platform. Twitch doesn't really give that much of a reach for real, but it does have consistent watchers. TikTok, you basically got to be Sesame Street making up work. Like, the reason why the term unalived even exists is all TikTok admin's fault. And then YouTube is just trash.com with notifications. So there's that. There is that. So right now I'm just waiting for some more people to get up in here. There we go. Because I'm like, dang, y'all really not going to send no notifications? Okay, now I'm seeing you guys. What's up? Here, I'll put the chat on the screen. Okay, bet. We're all good. What's up? Hi, guys. Happy Wednesday. We have four stories. We have 4 stories that we're going to be reading today. And yeah, I know, you said I should make a free Patreon tier for notifications. Fun fact, and I'm not trying to tell anybody to go and steal anybody's content, but even if there is a certain way to post where even if you're not a Patreon, you could see it. So I just made one of those posts. So like, if you were to go on my Patreon right now, and even if you don't pay, you will still be able to see that link. And the only reason I found out about that is because I was accidentally posting my podcast link that way like years ago, and people were really getting free content out of my ass. So I know now that not to do it like that, but yeah. Thank you guys so much for the compliments on my banging. But let's get into these stories. So we have 4 stories. The first one is the title of this live, and pretty shocking, honestly, very shocking. And this one has receipts, text messages, and all of that stuff, right? It's called "My Best Friend Let Her Man Call Me a Monkey and Still Stayed." When I read this, honestly, bruh, I was like, she might need to get the fade. She might need to get that shit ran. Or she just might need to get like publicly put on blast, because what do you mean your man called me a monkey and you stayed? Okay. All right. The second story is also really, really crazy, and it was hard for me to figure out if I was going to make this one the title story or not. But tell me why this shit happened again. Boyfriend of 10 years had a baby on me. This same thing happened to another person in the tribe. This is scary. And before I used to be on some like, oh, don't rush till marriage, like get to know somebody. And I still feel like you should get to know somebody. But 10 years, sir, I know you enough. Like, I wouldn't expect nothing less for you to fucking cheat on me. Unless we talked and we both don't want marriage. Like, sir. Shout out to Sienna for the donation. She said that title just made me put my blizzy out. Look, absolutely not. Like, So there's that one. Then there is the one from the last tribe tea that I didn't get a chance to get to, which is Am I the A-hole roommate from hell? And the last one is called Tribe Tea, Learning How to Decenter Men at 25, okay? Which I think is pretty on brand. That's pretty, you know, right on track for life, girl. Because 25 is when you really just, right? So look, I don't see any shame in that. We all got to learn somehow. And shout out to everybody. If this is your first time catching a live, or if you rarely make the lives, make sure you double tap if you're on TikTok, and make sure you like the stream if you're on Twitch or YouTube. It helps me out a lot. Thank you guys so much for the digital gifts, the donations, and the orders from my website. If you guys ever want to support my art, please go to shopvoodoochild.com. And if you want your story on this segment, all you have to do is send me an email to tribetea@shopvoodoochild.com. Thank you guys so much for all of the entries. I asked and you guys definitely delivered, okay? We got tons of entries now. Just friendly reminder, please censor your receipts. We are not in the doxing business over here, okay? We're just trying to have a cute little key. We're not in the doxing business. I'm not trying to get you in trouble. Even if you don't let me chill, because TikTok. Even if you don't necessarily like the person that you're sending me a story about or whatever, or they did you dirty, I'm still going to need you to censor the names. I get you're angry and stuff, but trust me, it's not worth the prolonged stress, okay? So let's get into it. The first story, which is really freaking crazy to me. My best friend let her man call me a monkey and still stayed. I don't think people realize, or maybe they do. Maybe they do. I'm not going to try to act like people are ignorant, because they're ignorant, but they know better. But I was going to say, I don't think people realize just how racist that is. Like, to call somebody not even human, you know? Like, I don't think people really understand how racist that is, right? Man. And shout out to Nitro in the chat. How you doing, friend? How you doing? It's good to see familiar faces up in here. But let's get into it. My best friend called. Oh, I can't even read that again. Let's just get it. Okay, so hey Voodoo, hey baby, hey sweet baby. My name is blank. You're turning 18 next month. Okay, y'all. Now remember, I'm cool because you turn 18 next month and stuff. So I'm cool. But remember, all my young people sending stuff in, like, you got to realize the majority of the people that watch this are older, including myself. So just try to keep the little playground stuff on the playground, okay? This is serious. Right? Calling somebody like, no, you need to nip that in the ass, period. But I'm just letting anybody know, if you're watching on TikTok or something and you want to send in an entry, or if you're watching on Twitch, because my YouTube people already know how I feel, but try to keep the playground antics on the playground. This is like grown tea over here, okay? This liquor, okay? So she said, I recently discovered your channel and I have been absolutely obsessed ever since. Well, thank you so much for the support, my friend. She said, you really feel like the big sis I never had, and I love how real and thoughtful you are with people's stories. Well, I hope that I can help you out, because this is cray. This story is about my best friend. As in currently? As in right now? That's your best friend? Okay, girl. This is about my best friend, our bond, and some serious drama that's been weighing on me for a while. The full story is below, and I've attached a photo of the two of us and a few screenshots from her most recent boy drama, and I wish I had more, but we talk almost always on the phone. So this is about somebody that I call my best friend, someone I've grown with since freshman year of high school. We met right at the start of 9th grade and bonded almost immediately. She trusted me from day one, and it actually took me a little longer to fully open up because I was still emotionally attached to my old best friend from elementary and middle school, but eventually we became inseparable. But here's the thing. I've noticed a pattern in our friendship over the years. She never takes my advice. Even when she knows I'm coming from a place of love, it's like I'm always pouring into her, showing up, supporting her in crisis after crisis, and it just goes in one ear and out the other. And the worst example of this happened during her first relationship. Because I was about to say, girl, what type of crisis is y'all getting into? But I forgot, when you're a teenager, everything's a damn crisis. So back in my freshman year, she started dating this guy. At first, I didn't want to judge, but something was just off about him, and I was right. Because from the jump, this man was openly disrespectful towards me, and he used to call me monkey, make fun of my skin tone, and constantly throw weird, backhanded comments my way. The worst part, I should have known. The worst part is we are literally the same shade. If anything, he might even be darker than me. F the whole skin tone, shade, color BS. I knew that this was going to be a black person, specifically a black man. Like, unfortunately, because in high school and in this little crap, this is unfortunately a very common experience. And for your friend, the reason why I'm side-eyeing her, let me see, what does she look like? Okay, so she's probably like Hispanic. She might even be like Pacific Islander or like, you know, like Filipino or something, okay? The problem with this is when you are a fair complexion, like when I was growing up, I had dark-skinned friends, and when certain guys would try to hit on me and would be colorist towards my dark-skinned friends, that did not make me want to be with you because you were putting down my friends. If anything, it let me know, like, ick, big ick. You only like me because I'm light-skinned or because I'm mixed. Like, you're weird. You're fetishizing. It seems like your friend is one of them pick-me light-skinned people. And sorry, she's not light-skinned. She looks like she's like Spanish or Pacific Islander or something. But I'm just saying, she's one of those fair-skinned people who I feel like likes to be around darker people and colorists, period, to make herself feel better. Because I'm not going to say the girl's ugly. She's not ugly. But what I will say is that I'm looking at her and I could probably see some insecurities she may have. And then y'all are young, so obviously it takes some time to grow into your confidence of the skin and the body that you're born into. I feel like she may be using you to make herself feel better, because I just don't see why would it make you feel good having somebody who supposedly likes you down your friend like every freaking time, and it's always about her skin color and he's black. And honestly, I don't think this is a safe person to be around. That's just me. Like, I don't think she's a safe person to be around. She doesn't scream safe to me. And we're not even into the story yet. But it's the fact that this is a pattern of him constantly doing this. Like, and she said, so because he's darker than me, the colorism and self-hate he was projecting, I saw right through it. Girl, in reality, I would just be like, bruh, I bet your mama's as dark as me. Like, I don't see why you got this much hate for dark-skinned women. Like, you didn't come out of fucking thin air. Like, what's wrong with you, sir? Yeah, that's not your friend, though. That's not your friend. That's not cool. I saw right through it, but my best friend didn't. Or maybe she did and chose to ignore it. She definitely did and chose to ignore it. She definitely did and chose to ignore it. There's no way that somebody that is this like hyper projective about their own race, it doesn't come up. Like, I'm sure he's hit her with the, oh, you know, I love your hair because you don't got hair like black girl. I bet you he hit her with this shit. Like, I'm telling you, there's no way that somebody is so wrapped up in being colorist and shit and it does not pop up in her relationship. Not once did she defend me. Not once did she check him, and that stung. Because how can you call me your best friend and let a man belittle me like that in your presence? There you go. I tried to give her grace. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. She's young and still is, and it's her first relationship, and she fell hard for him. What is his redeeming qualities? But deep down, I was hurt because when you're best friends, you're supposed to protect each other, right? Right. Their relationship was rocky. They broke up, got back together about 3 times. Each time, I watched her pour more and more of herself into a man who gave her less and less in return. The final breakup was probably the messiest of all. He dumped her over the phone, and during that call, he admitted that he'd broken their celibacy promise. See, that's that shit that I be talking about, my young friends, where it's like, we want liquor over here. Y'all talk about celibacy promises. What? That she was staying loyal. He has still been, girl. So y'all consider that as breaking celibacy promise? Okay, I mean, so he was what's a TikTok appropriate way to say this? He was choking the chicken, girl. He was choking the chicken. And apparently that is breaking the celibacy pact that he had made with the girl. Another thing I want to say about this situation is the difference between when I was growing up and there were songs on the radio like, I want a long hair, thick, red bow. You get what I'm saying? Like, at least your generation gets to grow up with the colorism conversation. At least your generation gets to grow up with the, oh, I'm going to be voluntarily celibate because, you know, you can transfer shit. You get what I'm saying? We didn't have none of that. And it's just very weird to me that your friend never brought it up, because I don't think it's your responsibility to, hey, you know, can you tell him to stop? No, bitch, that shit should make you feel fucked up that he's even talking to me like that. Like, huh? And sorry if y'all just came in on the stream in that moment, because, yeah, this friendship is just not worth it, bro. It's not. It's really not. And then it seems like she's literally using you as an emotional support, period. And then not offering it to you in return on some like, oh, well, yeah, I know he's calling you names and stuff, but he did this to me and we all need to get me together. Bitch, fuck you. Like, ooh. Like, girl. The last breakup shattered her. I've never seen her so low. And even when she was hurting, she was still trying to prove herself to him. She was overseas in her home country doing Valentine's Day. And me, her best friend, knowing that I hated that boy. What? She had me, her best friend, knowing I hated him, write him a love letter and buy him flowers. Yes, me, the same girl he calls a monkey, was out here playing florist and ghostwriter for a man who didn't even treat her right. It felt like a slap in the face, but I did it anyway because I love her. I wanted her to feel supported when she was far away. And a part of me hoped maybe after that she'd see that I was the one who truly cared for her. I'm going to hold your virtual hand when I say this. So put your hand here, okay? You need to choose yourself and love yourself and prove to yourself that you love yourself. Nobody put a gun to your head and told you to write that man a love letter that's been nothing but disrespectful to you and your friend. You're even helping her not have self-love her damn self. This is sad. Hello? And then you said, I hope that she could see that I'm the one who truly cares for her. Look at these text messages, y'all, because I got the text. I have the text right here. Okay, I'm about to say, I know I didn't put it away. Because I'm not going to hold you. You didn't censor your text very well, so I did have to go and scribble out the top of the, what's it called? The text messages, like, you know, on an iPhone where it has a person's picture and stuff. I skimmed over this a little bit because of that. I may be jumping the gun, but it's giving you might have a crush on your friend. The name that you saved her under, you calling her my love, my love, my love. Like, the fact that you just said, because at first when I skimmed, I was like, you know, I don't really have like that close of a relationship. You get what I'm saying, with other women right now in my life. So maybe I just don't understand, right? But then when I read that last part, I wanted her to see that after all that, I'm the one who truly cared for her. I don't know. I feel like you might actually like your friend. I don't know. But let's look at this love letter she wrote. This is crazy. And she typed it up. Girl, not you typed up the letter. I'm sending you a four-page letter. And I'm sealing it with a kiss. Okay, girl. How do I hold on. Sorry, TikTok chat. I got your stuff all up in the, I just want y'all to be able to see. We have been together for a year. Damn. Really, girl? You wasted a year on this man? And I still look at you. Mind you, this is not a man. Excuse me. Y'all are teenagers. Bless. Bless, 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 bless. We've been together for a year, and I still look at you with the same look in my eyes from when I'm... Oh, and I'm sorry. I got to just interject real quick for any of my youngins watching in the ether. And maybe this is coming from a place of hurt. I don't know, because I am a married woman. Don't get me wrong. I have found love in my life, and I'm very happy. But I did get burnt emotionally as a teenager. So maybe I'm coming from a projective place. But let me know in the comments or the chat if y'all can agree. Here, hold my hand again. You know that phrase when they're like, no man deserves this, when they see like a really, really bad girl, like a bad bitch, you know, and they be like, no man deserves this. Like, men, or I'm not going to generalize, the majority of men, about like 98, 99% would never appreciate this. Would never appreciate this. This right here. This is some real lover girl shit. No man deserves this. No man deserves this. This is girls only. The girls and the gays, I guess, child. But I can tell you for sure, the girls appreciate a good letter. No man deserves that. No teenage boy at that deserves this. Like, they're not really like, you know how women, how like we get, if a man were to do something like this for us, we would fucking melt. Like, we like stuff like this. We like stuff like this. Men and boys, no. That's what I'm saying. We're talking about like a 17-year-old right now. What? Girl. Talking about when I asked you to be my boyfriend, she asked him, child. I met you when I was going through what felt like the hardest time of my life, the biggest challenge I've had. The first day we spoke, I felt so at ease, blah, blah, blah. Algebra homework. Yeah, this is what we talking about, y'all. We want liquor. We don't want this. Talking about algebra homework. Good morning. Oh, my God. I love to send you good morning texts and receive them. I love you so much. I miss you. Girl. Bye. Girl, bye. I understand that teenage feelings are very big, so don't get me wrong. I've been there. You've been there. I get it. But when I tell you no man, let alone boy, deserves this, girl. What we got here? Is this the flowers? And that's another thing. I get the whole men never get flowers. Men are always the one giving flower. There's a reason. There's a reason. You about to give this little boy some flowers and he's about to probably give it to his mama. Like, here, mom, I got you some flowers. Like, we've all been here. That's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to give you too much. We've all been here, but I will say this is a bit above and beyond. This is a bit above and beyond. What do you think about these ones? I'm going to get them tomorrow. What time do they open? Look, see, love, wait, what? And then you named her. I know this ain't her real name because I had to blur out her real name. You calling her Pooski? Like, girl, the closet might be glass, baby. Like, I don't know, friend. So then here, look. We got the flowers. You got your flowers from the Publix. And what are those things called again? Baby's breath? You got this boy some baby's breath. Like, that's crazy. Yay. And then you gave it to him? Oh, oh, my Lord. Help. Oh, my girl. I'm going to shut up. I'm going to just shut up and keep reading because this does sound like a humiliation ritual. I'm just so I don't even know what to say right now. Let me get some water. Take a sip on that. If you just got here, make sure you double tap the screen and like the live. Because this just got very... Yeah, this is crazy. Like, y'all are partner in crimes and simping for men right now. This isn't right. I'm not trying to get too deep into it, but, like, what type of examples do y'all have at home? Like, do y'all mothers, like, chase after your fathers after like that? Like, y'all are literally chasing a man. And then I keep saying, man, this is a teenage boy. Like, that picture I just saw where I had to blur his face out because you did not feel the need to do that. That was that's a boy with flowers. And now he got to walk around school with flowers. Like, you don't think that he's going to be embarrassed? Like, I wouldn't have been surprised if them flowers did not last the whole day. I wouldn't have been surprised if he put those flowers either in his car or in his locker. Who's gonna be the mans? Who is gonna be the mans? Cause y'all are definitely acting like, and let me shut up because I'm about to get in trouble with TikTok. Let me shut up because I was about to say it because y'all know what I'm about to say. You talking about, was this MLA or APA format? It looks like it was Chat GPT with a hint of feelings. Yeah, bruh. This is crazy. All right, let's see. So after the breakup, I was honestly scared. I thought she'd go ghost on everyone, including me, but somehow we got through it. Our friendship actually got stronger, at least on the surface, but deep down, nothing really changed because even after everything, she still doesn't take my advice. My thing that I want you to realize is that no, things are not back to normal. If anything, she showed you her true colors, but you, and this is just my opinion, I could be wrong, and if I am wrong, it's okay. There's nothing wrong with having attraction for someone of the same sex. Like, it's not the end of the freaking world. But I feel like your attraction for her, whether it is platonic or not, is so strong that you're not even seeing the real issue here. The real issue is that she's low-key not a safe person. Not only is she a pick-me, but she is contributing to colorism, and that's just not safe for you as a woman, a soon-to-be woman, a black woman, a dark-skinned black woman. Like, she's just does not give safe. It's giving very much like, if I'm in a relationship and you're going to help me with that relationship with some boy, even if the boy doesn't like you, if you like me, you need to sacrifice your feelings, your dignity, your integrity, and be a lapdog, I guess. Because you over here talking about everything's back to normal, but she just doesn't listen to my advice. F that. How about she doesn't respect you as the bare minimum how you represent on the outside? You know, like, this is just not healthy. She says she don't take my advice about friendship, family, school, or guys. I pour my heart out. I give her real talk, tell her what she needs to hear, and she'll just ignore it or do the opposite. Because she knows your ass is always going to be there, regardless of if she listens or not. It's draining. I feel like I'm watching someone I care about walk into fire over and over, and I'm stuck holding the extinguisher she never wants me to use. It's not just about being ignored. It's about feeling like my voice doesn't matter to her unless she's in crisis, and even then, she doesn't listen. Because like I said, it doesn't matter what state she's in. She knows that you're going to want to be there. She knows she don't got to listen to your advice. You'll still give more. She knows that she could date somebody. They'll disrespect you. You'll still stay around. And then when the next guy comes, you'll do the same thing. You're making yourself way too accessible. Do you have any other friends other than her? Do you have any family members that are your age that you can kind of hang out with? I feel like you have too much of your eggs in the bestie basket right now, to the point where it's getting a little bit enmeshed, right? So we're about to get into these screenshots. The screenshots I attached are from her most recent situation with a boy, just to give a little glimpse of how things have been going lately. Honestly, I wish I had more, but most of our deep talks are over the phone, so I don't always have receipts. Still, I hope what I shared helps paint a clear enough picture of our dynamic. All right, let's see. Let's see what we got. I'm still dead over this picture of this boy at school. Like, he look a mess too, cause he's a boy. Like, he's gonna look a mess. They don't even know how to wipe their butt yet. Like, and then, like, does he have a job? Does he have a car? Is he have a scholarship to go to school? Like, oh my gosh. Exactly. She loves you for what you could give her. That's about it. All right, let's get into these texts. And now y'all about to see all the stuff that I've been seeing when I was like censoring it, where I'm like, oh, this is a little close. Shower on a video chat for an hour. Remember what I said. I love you no matter your decision, because your choices do not determine my love for you. I love you. Good night. You are, let me shut up. Let's just go through it. Why is she sending you this? Tell me, thank you, love. I love you too. Girl. Voice note. She sent you a picture of her. After, oh, girl. Girl, you sent her a book. After I called, I thought back to what you said and how I responded, and I realized something that's been sitting on my chest. I've been an enabler of your actions. I've been telling you one thing, but my heart has been yelling at me to tell you the truth. I hate your boyfriend, period. I don't even want to call him your boyfriend because he does not represent the kind of boyfriend you deserve. I'm the boyfriend you deserve, bitch. No, I'm just playing. He started dating you and he was still with another woman. Ooh. Ooh. He said nasty things to you, used you, and then just threw you away. And now he keeps coming back because you're letting him. He will never leave if he still has an energy source to suck from, and right now that's you. What I would say, friend, is take your own advice. This is exactly what she's doing to you. No, for real. And it's a girl. It's a teenage girl. But this is exactly what she's doing to you as a friend. I know you don't see a future with him, so why do you stay? Why waste your time, your heart, your energy on a man you already know you won't be with for the rest of your life? A man who's just going to be another bad chapter in your story. A man. This is a boy. Oh, my God. My stepmom always told me when someone shows you who they are, believe them. And that's what he's been doing since. And you should have listened to your stepmom advice when this girl was letting that man call you a monkey, girl. Because she showed you who she really was. A pick-me that's going to allow men to do whatever they want just so she's not single. It's still going. I know you don't see a future with him, so why stay? Blah, 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 blah. That's what he's been doing since the beginning. He's shown you he's a manipulator, a liar, and a cheat, and that's just from what you've told me. So I take back what I said earlier. I'll not be going to New York with you. Ooh. Not because I don't want to, but because your reason for going is not in your best interest. Is she trying to chase a man again? You don't chase men. Men pursue you. It's been that way since the beginning of freaking time. Okay? Okay? Now, granted, there are some men out there who are shy. You get what I'm saying? But even then, unless you want to be like Rasputia and Norbit, that shy man will like give you cues like that they're interested. She acting like Rasputia right now. You over here trying to chase down this, like, what? What? No, for real. Ain't nobody worried about school? Is anybody worried about graduating? Does anybody have a college that's they going to? Oh my God. I don't want you to see this message as an attack. This is a mirror. Ooh, girl. ChatGPT was in full use today because I'm grown as hell and I don't even text like this. This you went in. Ooh, Rose said, yeah, this is how you could always tell when it's ChatGPT. This right here. The ooh, I didn't even do that. But you get what I'm saying. The little hyphen. That's how I could tell when it's ChatGPT. So if any of y'all trying to put in a book report or something, make sure that all these little hyphens are out because you're going to get clocked. Anyway, I know you don't have a lot of people you can go to, and you told me these things because you trust me, and I'm so grateful you chose me as your best friend, your ear to talk to, shoulder to cry on, all that good mess. But I need to give you the truth, not just encouragement. I love you, and I'm always going to tell you the truth, even when it's hard, even when it hurts, because you matter. And as long as I'm alive, I refuse to let you go a single day without knowing that. And today is how I choose to show you. So are there more texts, girl? Because I need to take a break. I need to take a break and clock in with y'all real quick. So all jokes aside, if you are in a situation like this, I'll put the chat on the screen. If you are in a situation like this where your friend has a man that's cheating on her, doing her wrong, and you've already told her like, hey, this man is no good, he's doing you wrong, you only need to say it once. And then after that, I don't want to hear about this man no more, unless it's you leaving him. I don't want to hear about it. And if she snips you out of her life, it just is what it is. Because it's like, bruh, if you don't have respect for yourself, obviously you don't have respect for me. You got men calling me monkeys and shit. Like, what are we doing right now? What are we doing? I'm sorry, you're going to have to chop her off. And I could tell by how you started this, where you're like, well, I did have this one best friend this one time from like elementary school and all that stuff. I hate to break it to you, but you're 18. In 10 years, you're probably not even going to have like 2 friends. Like, that's just life. Like, this capitalism is not sustainable for anything other than like a nuclear family, and the nuclear family is lonely as shit too. Like, this, you need to save your energy for relationships that are worth it. This is not worth it. This is not worth it. Yeah, you're not always going to have a best friend for real. Like, shit, my husband's my best friend. Like, it just kind of is what it is. Life is just funny. She said, today, this is how I chose to show you, huh? Damn. What number is this? 48? Okay, we got another one. Oh my gosh, girl. Friend. I want you to sit with this message for however long you need. Take time to go through your thoughts and feelings because they're valid, all of them. If you want space from me because of what I said, I understand. If you want to get on a call to yell and scream, please do, my love. Ah! If you want to block me, I understand that too. Whatever you need to do to process, I'm here for you. Good night, my love. It's okay, love. Yeah, y'all just need to kiss. Fuck it. Honestly, I feel like if you date her and you see her from like a different perspective, you probably will want to leave her the fuck alone. I think y'all should just say fuck it and go out. I think y'all should date. I think that y'all should date. Who in the chat thinks they should date? Who in the chat thinks they should try it? Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you think that they should try dating and then see how that changes their relationship. This is the man, you put the actual hand. Because, I mean, look, y'all need to kiss. Y'all just need to kiss. Because then she could be completely monogamous to you. You could be monogamous to her. It'll be good. Love. My love. Hey, love. I'm sorry I haven't been replying. I understand you're busy sometimes. Honestly, I just feel so distant even with myself. I don't know what's going on with me. What do you mean by that? I've been procrastinating everything in my life, even taking a bath. Ooh, girl, that sounds like depression. Which would make a lot of sense. You're trying to find happiness in all these freaking people. Man, I don't want to accept it, but I'm falling into depression. Yeah. And this time is hitting me hard, but I don't know. I'm still trying to motivate myself. My love, I don't want you to go down that dark spiral again. Do you have a support system? Girl, you are her support system. Clearly, she's running you ragged. It's just so much. Sorry if I get quiet. It's completely okay. Don't apologize. I'm going to take a long bath. Hopefully I feel better. I didn't go to school today. What can I do for you? Or can I get you something? Anything, love. Girl. I couldn't even get out of my bed. Okay, put yourself first. Thank you, love. I will appreciate if we could talk tomorrow. If you need me, just text or call. Okay, what time do you want me? In the afternoon. Call me whenever you're available. Girl. I'll be home after 3. I'll call you as soon as I get home from school. Okay, love. Okay, go take your bath. Pamper yourself. I love you. Have a good night. Give yourself a little bit of relaxation and escape. See, I ship you guys real hard. I ship you guys. I feel like once you... Well, shoot. I mean, I'm sure you guys are already graduated, right? Because if you turn 18 in a few weeks, right? Or maybe... No, because this is how my brother, he started school late too, and he graduated after being 18 for the whole freaking senior year. So, I don't know. But when you guys graduate, yeah, try it out. Try dating. Do it. My thing, though, what I foresee happening just from previous tribe teas with similar friend dynamics, I'm mad. Somebody in the chat talking about this is too much for me and I'm gay. Like, this is a lot. This is a lot. But yeah, when you guys graduate, try it out. Or if it is your senior year, maybe try dating then. But I guarantee you, just from the other tribe teas that I have read where people are like very, very enmeshed with their best friend, she's going to ghost you when she goes to college. Have y'all peeped that pattern? People that do this, like, I need you to be my emotional support. I need you to hold my hand through all of these, like, weird, flimsy boyfriends. I need you. As soon as they go to college, they cut them off. Or as soon as they get an actual man, like an actual intimate, physically intimate relationship where you have a job, you have an apartment, you got this, you got that, they cut the emotional support friend off. Yup, they'll find another crutch. Exactly. You said it's giving Hudda. Oh my God. I love Hudda. Looks so good to me, bruh. I love me some Hudda. But yeah, like, I don't know. Someone said agreed. My friend ghosted me after she got into a good relationship. Just stopped talking to me. Yup, it's very real. It does happen. Yup, they're like, I needed a new start. Or shoot, I've even had somebody send me one in on the opposite end where they were just like, look, my friend from high school and stuff made me feel really small. And now that I'm in college and I have a vast majority of social groups to choose from, I want to feel big. I don't want to go back to being your little henchman bit. Like, I am my own person now. So yeah, it can go both ways. You know, you might have an awakening after college and be like, damn, on my campus, people actually do take my advice. They actually do see me and they actually praise that I'm a black girl and not trying to make me feel bad about it. Like, especially if you go to a HBCU. So, yeah, I don't know about her friend. I feel like you would be dropping all that my love, my love, my love if you just date her for a bit and then just be like, oh, so this is what's going on. Okay. She said, I included some photos of us because despite everything, I really do love this girl. I know, girl. She says, she is my sister in many ways, but I'm tired of feeling like the only one doing the emotional labor in our friendship. I wish I could even add more details, but if I did, this would turn into a whole book. But I definitely plan to send in stories in the future. But for now, I would love your opinion on this glimpse into our friendship. And I would really love to hear what the tribes thinks. I love you down like the big sister I crave. Well, let's get into the breakdown, girl. So let's look at these pictures for one. I did see the picture of her. And y'all look happy. You look really cute in this picture with the little halter and then the little, what is that, like a macaw or like a not a parrot? Is that a parrot? I don't know. You buy some type of exotic bird. But yeah, you look very tropical here. I love it. I love it. And it's like, I hate that has to be like a canon event of like little snot-nosed ass boys in high school calling you names and stuff like that. Because I'm looking at you right now and I just see so much potential. Like, girl, give it some time. Let life do its thing. Like, you look like a diamond in the rough. Like, I see a lot of potential in you. But yeah, I don't see this friendship lasting. It feels like both of you use ChatGPT to talk to each other, for one. I feel like she probably talks about you behind your back. That's just me, though. I could be wrong. But I don't know what you identify as. But I would genuinely, maybe this is bad advice. I don't know. Y'all check me. But I would try to just say straight up, like, hey, like, do you want to date? Do you want to see where this goes? Because maybe that's why my feelings are so strong, because this is beyond sisterly. Because what a sister would do when a man, a little boy that she's dating calls her sister a monkey, the claws come out. She's not very sisterly. And again, I'm not trying to be divisive, but we need to stop sistering people who are not our sisters, if you get my fucking drift. Like, no. No. But yeah, I personally just don't see this being a long, you spoke in the text messages about long-standing relationships and being with someone for the rest of your life. I don't foresee this friendship lasting another 2 years. I don't. I really don't. Let me read this chat. So they said some people are like, I regret not going to HBCU. No, for real, because if you go to PWI, you're going to have way more people just like this girl. And you've already been preconditioned to make yourself small in very serious topics. So it scares me, you know? She said, I didn't like most people in that school. No, I don't blame you for not liking people in school, girl. You said, I'm best friends with my college friends till this day. A lot of them replaced my high school friends, but 3 of them. Yeah, usually the people that you meet in college are your friends for life. Not going to hold you. If you go the traditional route anyway, and you actually do the dorm lifestyle, yeah, because it's your first time living with strangers, for real, having roommates and, you know, doing your own laundry, cooking your own food. Nachi said they was definitely in them sheets experimenting. I feel like our good sis would have told us straight up if they did. That's why I'm like, I don't know what you identify as, but hey, maybe you need to try something out, because even when I did have a best friend, I had multiple best friends when I was your age. I wasn't calling nobody love. I wasn't saying I love you unless we like had like a serious moment that happened, you know, where like maybe we were driving in the car and like we had to, oh my God, girl, I love you, I almost died, like type shit like that. But never like, you're having a bad day, my love. Oh, well, get some rest, run a bubble bath, think of me while you're doing it, and I'll tell you good morning when you wake up. I love you, my sweet baby. Mwah, mwah. Like, no, bruh. No. Someone said, I had a friendship just like this. We were sisters, but there was some tension, if you get what I mean, for a long time. Oh, but unfortunately, she turned out to be a snake anyways, and we almost fought. But girl, I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure if y'all would have did something, y'all wouldn't have fought. Oh, my gosh. You said, I never got the announcement for this. No, yeah, I know. YouTube is being booty. I've been told that you get better notifications on TikTok for my lives now. It's crazy. You said, once my best friend didn't defend me and laughed after her boyfriend called me a name, I knew it was dead. Yeah, because it's like, so if something real, if a real threat happens in public, what are you going to do? No. Someone said I had a friendship like this in middle school, and now she is a baby mama with an absent father who comes and goes. Let her choose her life. Damn. Unfortunately, the pick me fate, there's rarely any different outcomes, because it's like you have to be a real calculated bitch to choose the pick me lifestyle and actually come out on top. So I'm not saying it's impossible, but usually they come from a long line of successful, like think of Shira 7. Her daughters act just like her, bruh. She makes sure her daughters are, let me rephrase this, because they're kids, so they can't be calculated per se. One's going to college, but Shira was very precise and very calculated on how she brought up her daughters, right? There's a slim chance that Shira's daughters will go and do some pick-me mess or like whatever, like, because she comes from a long line. Shira's mother, Shira's sister, they come from a long line of women that use men for their finances, right? Exactly, running a tight ship. So it's not impossible. It's just very, very rare for someone to choose the pick-me route and come out on top. So, yeah, you're going to see a lot of people in crappy freaking relationships and all that shit. Oh, my God. I thought we're going to start calling Naja our love. Please don't. Oh, my gosh. Please don't. And then it's triggering because the only guy that ever did that to me was like a serial cheater. My love, my love, my love. And that my love did not last long. Like, it's just giving very fugazi. Yeah, hear ye, hear ye. Oh, my gosh. You said, I'm not one to tell most people I love them, but I wonder if part of that is they came from backgrounds where that was common and I didn't, so it's harder for me to do so. Maybe, girl. Maybe, girl. How many stories? That was just our first one. But yeah, I just feel like I'm sorry, but I don't think your friendship is going to last. I don't. Only because you have a very, very rocky foundation. She has shown you multiple times where her loyalty stands, and it's usually her feelings. When was the last time where you were depressed and you needed somebody to, hi, my love? Like, you get what I'm saying? Where was she at? I don't know. But let her know if y'all have any advice in the comments. If you had a similar situation, I have read multiple of y'all's similar situation like this. And what I think is going to happen is once both of y'all go to college, or maybe one of you goes straight to the workforce, whatever happens. Or maybe we did one a few weeks ago. Baby girl ran away from her house, lived with her bestie for like a few months, and then got pregnant immediately. F school, F work, F all that, just pregnant. She's gonna ghost you, and it's gonna hurt really, really bad if you're not real with yourself right now. So if you are in your senior year and you're about to you're turning 18, but you're gonna be an 18-year-old senior, I would lay this out on the line. Shoot, I would even address the weird tension too. I would just put it all out on the line, right? If you have graduated like I did, I graduated at 17. If you graduated at 17 and now you are in your adult life and you're turning 18 or whatever, just watch how this works. Watch who hits who up first. Watch who's insinuating things the majority of the time. It's probably already happening right now, but I don't think this is as solid as you think it is, right? But y'all so funny. You said the only person outside my husband who can call me my love is Choice TV. No, dead ass. Behind my love. Oh my goodness. Make sure y'all like the live and double tap the screen if you're on TikTok. We're about to get into story number 2. Yep, and you definitely can see them starting to fade away. You definitely can. All right, so this is shocking. My boyfriend of 10 years, that statement alone. And yes, I am still accepting stories to the email, y'all. Here, we got some people asking in TikTok. This is the email. You can send it to TRIBETEA@ShopVoodooChild. But yes, boyfriend of 10 years is a crazy statement. The only way, well, no, see, I still don't know how I feel about it. Because I was about to say, maybe y'all started dating when you were 17, 18, and now you're 27, 28. But even then, I feel like at the 25 mark, you know, people should know what they want and what they don't want. Right? I don't know. But yeah, if y'all want to send in your stories, you definitely can. Just remember to censor your stuff. But this man had a baby on you, girl. I'm sorry. It's over. You have a baby on me. You've just started a family. Go be with your family. Get out my face. Let's get into it. Hey, girl. Hey, friend. I'm not going to lie. I am anxious AF writing to you. Don't be anxious. Nobody knows who you are. It's okay. Don't be anxious, y'all. But when you said you needed new submissions, I knew I had to write in. I've been watching you since 2018. Zam, thank you so much, baby. One of my besties that I met in college put me on to you. Yes! I love that. I've been a supporter ever since. Anyways, I'm going to try to keep this short. But like the title says, there is a lot of lore from this 10-year relationship. I'm from Cali, and I'm 27. Okay, I knew it. So y'all was literally high school sweethearts. I am a 27-year-old Taurus with a Libra rising and a Taurus moon. Shout out to all my Taurus and Libra in the chat. Make sure you drop your zodiac sign in the chat. She said it's currently Gemini season as I'm writing this, so happy belated birthday. Thank you so much. My ex is a 28-year-old Sagittarius man. Now, I ain't never had one of them, but I've heard that those are some work. Those are them Sagittarius men. Shout out to all my Sagittarius women out there. Now, just shout out to all the Sages. But damn. So you're a Taurus with a Sag. Ooh-wee. We're going to call him Nate. All right? Not y'all said a terrorist. Jeez. Oh my gosh. Oh, damn. This is worse than I thought. Nate and I met when we were 13 and 14. Okay. So this is just, y'all just got comfortable. Y'all got comfortable. Y'all were the type where it was like, oh, I'm in school and I got a boyfriend. I'm in school and I got a girlfriend, so therefore I'm good. I feel like y'all may have, and this is just looking from the outside in, because usually people that start dating when they're like freaking 12 and now you're 22 and, oh, we've been together for 10 years. It's like, I'm going to hold my tongue. I'm going to hold my tongue. So we met when we were 13, 14, basically junior high. At the time, my girlfriend group would hang around our friend's older brother and his friends. Let's call the friend with the older brother Cassie. It's relevant later on. The friend with the older brother. Is he going to knock up Cassie, girl? There was some drama with how we got together in the first place, but that's a story for another time. Girl, you were 13 and 14. So basically, we start dating when I'm in the 8th grade and he was a freshman in high school. What? Yo mama better than mine. The way my mom would have yoked me up, like, if I was in the 8th grade dating a freshman, the way my mom would have yoked me up, brought me to his high school and said, this is a child, and would have been so embarrassing he would never wanted to talk to me again. And it is Euphoria names. Oh my gosh. Would you happen to be, let me shut up. I gotta stop doing that because I'm on TikTok. I can't be talking crazy like that. Like, I need to chill. I need to chill. You dated a junior in 8th grade? Oh, see, he needed his ass whooped. He shouldn't have been talking to you. What's wrong with him? So it's like I was dating a freshman as an 8th grade, but only because we started dating in middle school. Yeah, that's her situation. And she said my mom hated him. Exactly, because it's like, girl, it's an appropriate age gap. It's just, it's like, it's the same as if you're a freshman in college dating a high school senior. Like, go start your new journey. Go be a college student. You're hanging out with adults. Why are you coming back to the high school? It's the same thing. You're in high school, and next year you're going to be taking SATs and stuff like that. Why are you hanging out with middle schoolers? Okay. We were together for about 8 months when we broke up because he cheated on me. Oh, wow. With another little girl. Girl, I know what you were thinking. I was a dumbass teen. So my freshman year comes around and I'm moving on, excited for high school. Plot twist, a month in, and I realized Nate was in my math class. Oh, so he's dumb too. What? What are you doing in Algebra 1 as a sophomore? Did you not take no? What? Oh my God. Let me stop getting on these damn kids. See, he was never good when it came to school, so I tried helping him with homework. So we essentially got back together by the end of that school year. The convenience is starting to peek through the cracks here, okay? And another thing is, now that I know that you guys started talking when you were 13, 14, add 10 years, 24, I feel like when you are in high school and stuff, you have this idea, even the last story that we read, this idea of forever, like we're going to be together for the rest of your life and all that crap. I'm really trying to figure out how I can word this because TikTok does not like me talking about the hanky-panky at all. Let's just say, if we had to be with the first person we were ever intimate for the rest of our lives, I don't think the majority of the human race would be happy. Human beings aren't even really supposed to be monogamous for real. It's kind of just like a social thing that we do. And this is, coming from somebody who's married, so I'm not crapping on monogamy here. But long story short, this is a 24-year-old man. You are only in your 20s once. You're going to want to sleep with other people, girl. Now, sleeping with somebody close from home, because you kind of already gave it away by naming them Euphoria characters, sleeping with Cassie or whatever, that's just downright diabolical. And just being on some like, oh, this is some convenient biscuit that I can climb into, right? Now, somebody said, girl, if I did that, I would be homeless right alongside that man, and that is a no. Exactly. It's just not going to work. It's just not going to work. Like, I feel like, and this is a little controversial because there are some couple YouTubers on here. I was just watching like a deep dive video on one where they're very against protecting yourself and dating. Let's just say that. Dating with physical results, okay? They're very against that. But I really do feel like you get better at things the more you do it. And then, you know, if you want to be young and experiment and stuff, do that. And I feel like that is a big thing that happens in these, I've been dating since middle school and now we're adults. Because back to that example I gave you, when you're in high school and you're doing physically intimate things, oh, that's the bee's knees. Oh my gosh, they doing it, y'all. Oh my God, have you done it? No, I haven't done it. Have you done it? Have you done it? Have you done it? Now you're grown. Everyone's done it at least once. But now you're like, damn, I only did it with Maddie. I want to do it with Rue and I want to do it with Cassie. Shoot, I might even want to do it with Jules. I don't know. I haven't even explored that part of myself, you know? So like these type of relationships, I notice y'all either have a baby with each other very, very quick. And then it's just like, well, this is love of my life. This is what I'm going to do. And, you know, I'm going to get married to you. We'll have a kid. It's only normal that this is the only person I'm going to be with, right? Or this happens. Damn. And men do this even without this situation. They have that period that's called a midlife crisis. But sometimes they'll even have that, do I still got it? Am I still attractive? Do women still want me? Could I pull? Like, bruh, I already know where this is going. So now we're an on and off toxic relationship until about like 2018. Now I know he could be really crappy, but throughout our entire time together, to this day, I know that we have real love for each other, whether it's platonic or not. He's very charismatic and says exactly what you want to hear. That Sagittarius, girl. The potential I saw in him, because of the potential that I saw in him, I always went back and had trouble cutting him off. So because we were so toxic in high school, in 2018, when we got back together, we tried to stop the toxic type. So now they're adults now, okay? We got back together and tried to stop the toxic cycle and grow into the healthy relationship we knew we could be. Besides petty arguments, things were going great, and I even held it down for him when he was in an inpatient rehab because he had a DUI. Girl, this man does not sound like a catch. He sounds like hard work. And don't get me wrong, relationships are hard work. But it shouldn't be this. Like, girl, when do your flaws come up? Because he just sounds like a mess. I forgot to mention that we actually got engaged at around 2017 or 18. But we both decided to make it a long engagement to get our money up and own space. Around 2021, I had actually gotten pregnant twice. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Girl, I did not know you could get pregnant right after a fetus deletus. Yes, you can. Let's just say I never want to do that again. But I decided to do the fetus deletus because deep down I knew he was cheating and I didn't want my baby growing up around a depressed mother, as well as knowing that at the time I couldn't have given my babies what they really deserved. And honestly, that's very responsible of you because kids don't deserve this crap, bro. They really don't. But what I will challenge anybody out there in the ether with is, because again, we've all been through this. I've been through this too. So I'm telling you, I wish somebody would have told me, because I didn't have this epiphany until I met my husband now. If you don't see yourself having kids with that person, bro, and you trying to do this whole long-term shit and you know you want kids, dump them. You're wasting everyone's time. You're wasting your time. You're wasting his time. You're wasting time. Like, because when I tell you, I knew with one of my exes that I was pretty long-term with, that I did not want to have children with them for like more reasons than one. Like, even down to very immature reasons that I will not be saying. Fuck it, I'm gonna say it. I didn't want my kid to have no fucked up hairline. I'm gonna be so real. I did not want my baby having no fucked up hairline. And I just knew, like, yeah, the cheating, all that. But I just knew I did not want my baby to have that fucking hairline. And then in comes my Prince Charming with his long ass locks of hair, and he's still got a hairline into his 30s, so I'm just blessed. But I really thought about it. I was like, damn, I really don't want a baby by this man. What am I doing? I do want kids when I'm older. I do want to get married. Like, I don't even see both of our families in the same room while I go down the aisle. What am I doing? So that's why I'm putting this out in the ether for anybody that may not have clocked that they're having those thoughts themselves. Like, you know, because why are we wasting everybody's time right now? We just hunching? Like, what are we doing? You talk about, that's such a Gemini statement. I'm being so real. I was just like, damn, that hairline. Because at the time, baby was only like 21. I'm like, damn, your hairline is looking like chopped. I'm not. And I could only imagine what he looks like today, because y'all know I don't chase ghosts or nothing, but I'm just being real. Like, that was the tea, girl. If you really don't see yourself, you know, if you really don't see yourself doing it, girl, then you need to leave. Someone in the chat said no rubbers ? And you thought he was cheating. I'm gonna tell you right now, if they don't use protection, they are they're definitely cheating. They're cheating, and then in my opinion, they low-key might be DL as well. Like, we could talk about that on another stream of how those two are connected, but just know, okay? Yeah. So, anyway, at this point, we both resent each other over stupid things and differences we couldn't get over. He began to spend more time with his old friend and little sister, Cassie. in high school, I caught him flirting with Cassie, so he knew I was uncomfortable, but I didn't want that to affect his friendship with her older brother. So I chose to trust him and told him to communicate with me when she's around to feel reassured. Big mistake. Girl, the way my messy ass would have been talking to Cassie's older brother too and would have been his fucking friend. Like, oh, don't mind me. I'm just hanging out with Big Bruh. The fuck? I'm hanging out with Big Bruh. You can go hang out with Cassie. I'm about to hang out with Big Bruh. So, yeah. Because, no. You said you're still with your high school sweetheart. That's good. I told you, I went to a wedding of my friend who's still her high school sweetheart. We went and everything, and they're still together to this day. They got 2 kids. Like, everything's pretty kosher. But I'm not going to tell their business, but just know that it is common for when you're in these long terms, whether y'all are doing like a consensual swinger thing or whatever, you're going to have that moment where you're like, damn, I have never been with nobody else. Like, I want to try this out. Just saying, we're human beings, okay? But yeah, about to go with Big Bruh. You said, please tell us how they're connected, how not wearing a rubber and being DL are connected. Okay, so for one, you have to look at what DL really is. That is somebody who is so ashamed of who they really are to the point where not only are they ashamed of who they really are, but they also want to have their cake and eat it too, because they are aware that the majority of women are, let's keep it a bean, biphobic. So instead of you being real and being like, hey, I have this interest, right? You're just going to pretend like it just doesn't exist and just keep it from the woman, and you're going to go do you. So we've already established sneakiness, right? What also comes with sneaky? Bruh, they just are irresponsible, promiscuous, sneaky. So yeah, what comes with a lot of these DL men, they don't like to use rubbers, bro. They just don't. I don't know why. It's just the sneaky, promiscuous aspect, the thrill. I don't know. Maybe the feeling of being untouchable also. But yeah, I've definitely peeped that pattern with them, girl. Because everybody's like, please, I need to know. That's the tea. Any dude that likes to smash and does not keep rubbers with him, that's a red flag. It's a red flag for me. But okay, let me get... Tell me something. Y'all ain't see that Asian man catfishing? No rubbers in sight. That's all I'm saying. Like, I'm just letting y'all know the game. That's what's going on. So I'm sure you can guess. He started to cheat on me with Cassie. Yes, girl. Mind you, I was this girl's friend back in junior high, even though we eventually drifted apart because I went to high school and she was still in junior high. So she definitely knew about me and even had the nerve to invite me to her 21st and said she was surprised I showed up. Like, bitch, I knew what the fuck she was doing. I'll be damned if I don't show up. Anyway, I noticed Nate wasn't putting in any effort into our relationship anymore and always hung around his friend and Cassie instead. I basically begged him to treat me right. And he never did, so I finally broke up with him right before Halloween. He and Cassie claimed they were never physical before we broke up, but I called BS. And either way, it was definitely emotional cheating. No, it really was. And that's why you should have started talking to Big Bruh. Because why are we begging people to treat us right? You literally was talking to him in school. Like, and he can't even do, somebody in the chat said it, he can't even do math and he got a Dewey. So what are we doing? Damn, we were supposed to go to EDC Las Vegas in May. Oh my gosh, bruh. 3 more months till EDC, guys. Oh my gosh. One of our favorite things to do together was rave, but he ghosted me and I sold his ticket and almost became a unicorn. Ooh! But that's a story for another time. So when we went back around, he had basically told me that he still loved me and wanted to be with me. And I told him I thought we needed some time apart and to mature more before we could ever talk again. While we were officially dating, we would go on dates and hang out, working our way up to get back together. Then I get a call from my bestie and he tells me to sit down. Okay, so friend, I'm going to be real with you. This man's been cheating on you since middle school. He's been cheating on you this whole time that you've been together. He's been cheating on you. He cheated on you when you were in the 8th grade and he was a freshman. So he had a whole new pool of people and nobody to snitch to you. Y'all took a break. Y'all got back into school. He was low-key flirting with Cassie the whole time. You don't know their history because no one's telling you the truth. You don't really know what they did in high school. He was cheating on you then. Then you guys got back together after high school. He cheated on you then. You had pregnancy scares and your intuition was telling you this is not for me. So you delete his fetus. But then you stayed some more, which is a whole other type of trauma. Ask around. If you stay with somebody you had to delete his fetus with, and then, you know, now you do got kids, and now they looking for their sibling, it's a whole trauma. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing here? I don't get it. No, I know. Once he finds somebody else, he's going to leave, and then once he breaks up with that girl, he's going to hit you back up. Wow. This man talking about, I need you to sit down. Naja, when I tell you my heart sank, he heard from a mutual of the older brother. I told you need to talk to Big Bruh. Because Big Bruh already know that bro doing you dirty, bro. You just need to come around, you know, talk nice to him, bruh. Get Big Bruh. I don't know why this stream I'm encouraging you guys to go be grown. I don't know why. But it's just life is too short. You're only young once, bro. Like, go to Big Bruh because Big Bruh already feel bad for you and... Girl, put it on him. Cassie gonna be looking dumb. Your man gonna be looking dumb. Go be with Big Bruh. Fuck it. So Big Bruh. Oh no. Big Bruh said that Nate got Cassie pregnant. I forgot the title of the story. Oh my God. I confronted him and he told me he didn't want her to keep the baby, but she said she was going to anyway. Oh my God. She was saying that he wanted to start a family with me and not her. Well, too fucking bad. He even jokingly asked me to run away with him. So you want me to abandon your child with you? Oh my God. Girl, the way I would be with Big Bruh yesterday, and now our kid, I would have pulled a Black China. I would have pulled a Black China. Oh, you want to be close to me? You want to be so platonic? Okay, well now you're my kid's uncle. Hello, since you want to play these damn games. Now I'm about to go be with Big Bruh, and you and Cassie can be our child's auntie and uncle. Bye bye. What? No, I feel so bad for the baby. You already trying to abandon the baby and it's just a thought. Like, huh? You said my ex stayed getting somebody pregnant and asked me to take him back. Like, sir, if you don't go take care of your damn kids. Oh, wow. Right. Chestnut checkers, Bookie. I would just fake a pregnancy. I wouldn't even really get knocked up. I'd be like, yep, we're having a baby. You're going to be the uncle and the auntie. Just be toxic. Fuck it. Oh my gosh. I said, bro, I'm not running away with you. You are dumb as hell. He basically told me that he still wanted to be with me. And at the time I said no. What do you mean at the time? At the time I said no, because what the F do I look like being the girlfriend of a man that just got another bitch pregnant? Seriously. You would think that I'd cut him off from that moment, but Naja, I couldn't do it. Why not? Why couldn't you do it? Why not? What type of hold? Like, girl, if you've never had the urge to be like, finally, I'm free. I can go like try something else, like ever. Like, why do you feel like you owe him so much loyalty? Like, this is what I said in a different stream. Like, you don't get shit for being the good girl, the quote unquote good girl, the cool girl. Like, no, bitch, you need to stand up for yourself. Like, this is unacceptable. How he's treating you is unacceptable. Like, no. We stayed in contact, and I'm ashamed to say that I let him cheat on her with me during the pregnancy. See, now you're in hell. Now you're in hell with the demons. Now you are horrible. Because even though he was your boyfriend first, now you are like, you're bad, bro. Now you're the bad guy. Now they could easily twist you as the bad guy. And I know in your head, because you're young, you thought that, oh yeah, that's what you get, bitch. I'm one-upping you, whatever. It doesn't matter. She's the BM now. She's the BM now. Leave him alone. You are letting him have his cake and eat it too. Like, y'all were already soul sisters, girl. You didn't need to go and smash him again after he got that girl pregnant. And if you think he's not smashing the both of y'all at the same, like, you're crazy. You're making this way too convenient for him. Wow. This is crazy. Like, that is her baby daddy now, bro. Run for the hills. This is not a one-up. Exactly. Whew. Sheesh. She even said, I don't excuse my behavior, but at the time I viewed it as getting my lick back. Towards who? Because honestly, you're not punishing him. She's already gonna be hurt. You think he's gonna stop cheating once he's with her? No. So you're literally giving him what he wants. How is this a lick back? Like, I know you probably feel differently now, but I'm just saying. Fast forward, after the baby was born, I didn't let myself be used anymore. Either way, I'm not going to lie, I was down bad. I found myself begging this man to leave her and be with me. Ooh. I was fully ready to be a stepmom. Oh my God, I need some water. I know you did not just say that. You were ready to be a stepmom? You were going to raise the other woman's baby? Oh my God. Oh my God. You were begging to be a stepmom? Okay. I'm sorry. That threw me. Oh my God. Whew. Okay. He wouldn't leave her because we're both raised Mexican American, and in our culture, men will typically stay with a woman because of the kids, even if he constantly cheats and doesn't love her for real, which is exactly what he's doing. Wow. That's a poor excuse. He needs to, oh my God. Shout out to Sienna for the super chat. Thank you so much, girlie. They said, wait, Naja, think about the almost baby mamas. I've seen tension like this when men have babies and the prior women didn't have theirs. That's true. That's true. That is true. The almost baby mamas definitely do not be letting it go that easily because they got their own traumas and stuff. Like, you are not lying. I've seen it in real life. I have seen it. Shoot, even the almost baby daddies. Remember Trippie Redd for a long time? That's my almost baby mama. Some people really hold on to the deletus fetus baby when it's like, that was never a baby. That was just a thought. Like, come on now. So that was about 1.5 years ago. Since then, we've occasionally stayed in contact. I'm sorry, baby, but you need to cut him off. There's nothing. Okay, I get that you're like, we were platonic. We're really good friends. It's not just about the love. No friend would do that to you. And I've said this on other streams too. No friend would hurt you like that. You get what I'm like? That's what he's doing is not something a friend would do. You're literally letting him still have contact with you. Like, stop. There are some men that get off on communication and holding the girls that he been with like Pokemon cards close in his pocket. You're giving him way too much access to you. About 6 months ago, I flirted with him just to see if he would flirt, and he did. Girl, water's wet. You know he's a cheater. Leave him alone. And if this is you in the picture, you're not ugly. Like, please. 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 Oh my gosh. Cassie found out about the flirting and called me. Girl, I am diagnosed with anxiety, so I was super anxious, but she basically said he has a family now. To which I said, you didn't respect me when we were together, so why would I respect you? He's your man. He's the one who should be respectful / faithful. I mean, she could say the same thing to you. The difference is you guys don't have a permanent life binding you to each other. you should consider yourself lucky and hit the road. I told her I wasn't interested in getting back with him because I had accepted that he's a chronic cheater and will never change. Because of my guilt, I made it clear to him that he'd made his choice and that it would never be romantic between us again, especially because the BM and the baby. Since then, we basically grown our friendship. We've grown our friendship? Girl, you know he's only messing with you because he thinks he can smash. You said how old are they now? Now she is 27 and he's 28. Girl, you do realize that now Cassie can say that this man was the love of her life because she's been with him so damn long? And now you are going to be seen as the rebound or the side chick. Like, you really need to leave this man alone. There's nothing friendly about this. He's been nothing but disrespectful. Like, what? This is crazy. This is crazy. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Okay. Sorry, I lost my spot. We talk and catch up on our lives and genuinely want the best for each other because we've been platonic for a little over 6 months now. I tell him he should be honest with his BM about us being in contact. Girl, the fact that he has to sneak to talk to you is bad. Do you not have any prospects? Like, you're not an ugly girl. Oh my gosh. You wasted the majority of your life on this boy. It's not about winning or losing if that's how you're feeling inside. You didn't lose the prize. He's not the prize. You're the prize. He fumbled you. You're supposed to go out and smash big bruh. Like I said, go get the big homie. Go be with somebody who's doing way better than him, that doesn't have DUIs, that doesn't need help with basic math. Like, go level up. Why are we still talking to him? Stand up. No, seriously. He talking about he refuses to tell her we're still in contact. She'll never accept it. Because he's a professional cheater. He knows how to sneak. Every once in a while, we catch up. She sees me on his phone and she calls me around midnight. And my phone automatically goes into sleep mode at around 10. So I never see it till the next morning. I'm not going to lie. I get annoyed when she calls me because, girl, you could have just texted me like, what are we doing? She's temperature checking you because you're talking to her baby daddy, girl. Anyway, my friendship with Nathan is very weird because of our history. Girl, that is not a friendship. He's keeping you close just in case in the middle of the night you get a little freaky deaky and he could slide over and smash you. He was smashing you while she was pregnant, okay? I may not have had kids yet, but I know how disrespectful that is. That is the most, like, cardinal sin you could do a woman while she's carrying your baby. And you were the person, one of them, because I'm sure he has other people other than you on his roster. I would not want to be friends with him. I would be ashamed to be friends with him. Like, didn't the lick back already happen? Why are we still doing this? I've genuinely tried to be a good friend to him and even gave him advice and ideas on gifts for his BM around Mother's Day. I'm so sorry, sis, but this is very weird. This is very weird. This is very weird. Like, y'all never sealed the knot and got officially married. It's not like he had a baby on you. He did not have a baby on you, bro. Y'all were dating. The relationship was rocky from start to finish. Tons of infidelity. And finally, not wrapping it up caught up to him. That's literally, he did not have a baby on you. Like, this is crazy. The same day, on Mother's Day, he told me he resented her, but doesn't know why. My guess is he's projecting his own resentment onto her because his dumbass got stuck with this girl forever and finally realized that while I care and have love for him, I'm moving on and I will eventually find my person. I know it doesn't seem like it because I was making stupid decisions up until last year, but to be honest, since 2025, I feel I could see him and the situation for what it is. Girl, I could feel myself maturing every day and looking forward to my future and feeling hopeful about it. These last 6 months, I've genuinely felt happy with my friends, family, and life in general. I'm not asking for advice, It's always the ones that don't want advice, bruh, where I'm just like, ho, is you cool? OMG. I'm not asking for advice, but I appreciate whatever you have to say regardless. I know I fucked up real bad and I try to make up for it every day, but I fear the damage is done and there's nothing I could do about it. Anyway, thank you, and I appreciate you reading my story. I hope you, Spodie, and Daniel are doing well. Thank you so much. I'm sorry it's so long, but I left a lot of details out. I'll be attaching some pictures of everyone down below. I'm the one in the green on my B-Day. The couple is Nate and I right before we broke up, and the other picture is of Cassie. Y'all. Tell me why the picture she sent me of the other girl is called Ew JPEG. And then tell me why y'all look alike. Okay, no, I'm seeing the picture of y'all before y'all broke up. When you have brown hair, you don't look like her. But y'all have the same hair color. I don't know if she's trying to copy you or what. But with you with this hair color, y'all look alike. So I don't know why you saying ew. Y'all are both what you said, Mexican American, so that makes sense. But friend, you need to let that man go. I guarantee you this is hindering you of finding your man. Because nobody is going to be cool with you being platonic. And parentheses on platonic, because you smashed that man when his girl was pregnant. Because at that point, that's his girl, bruh. It's over. He's a dog. Why would you want to entangle yourself in that? You get what I'm saying? You said what he looked like. He looked like Hector. Oh my God, you didn't do this. Oh my God. He looks just like him. He looks just like Hector. Just like him. Bro look like he probably has silver caps. I just can't see him. Like, he's not nobody. No, he is not even cute. He's not cute to me. Not to me, girl. Anyway. Yeah, I'm over here expecting some like Love Island, a babe where it's like, damn, I feel you, sis. Like, I'll be kind of fucked up about fumbling that too. But he looks like the dude from Despicable Me. Is that the movie with the Minions, right? The dude with the tracksuit. That's what he looks like. Yeah, you need to leave him alone. You need to leave him alone like yesterday. Not Gru, the one in the tracksuit with the little black haircut that's kind of shaped funny. Man, look. It's no Edgar haircut. No, it's no Edgar haircut. He just looked like him in the face. But he looks like Hector, for real. He looked like Hector from TikTok. Oh, and the guy's name, Vector? That's funny. Now, that is actually pretty funny. I didn't do that on purpose. That's funny. But, yeah, girl, you really need to leave him alone. You should not even be friends with him. Like, we're too old for that. We're about to be in our 30s. There is no being friends with an ex. Unless you are married, right? And you haven't talked to that ex in 10 years since high school type shit, and now they're married, and you just so happen to go to the same Pilates class as their wife, and you're like, oh, that's interesting. When I was a kid, I dated them. We should all double date sometime. Like, that's the only way I could, because no. And then, I'm sorry. If you disrespected me, you don't get my respect. You're cheating left and right. You had a baby while I thought we were going to be together. You had how many deleted fetus by this man? Like, it's just too raw and emotional for that. But let me see. What y'all think? Yeah, she got to get some more experience. He was her first, so she got that attachment with him regardless of all the BS. Right. You need to go and get some more experience. You just got to go. You got to go. In all seriousness, don't bring this man into your next decade. No, seriously, do not bring him into your 30s. Please, 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 please leave this man. Like, how are you ever going to find your husband, bro, if you're constantly giving this man attention and then you're his dirty little secret? If it's so platonic, you get what I'm saying? And then it should also be a red flag for you. That bitch don't want him talking to you. why are you okay with him disrespect? Because regardless of how things started out and all that, whatever, I don't respect no man that cheats on his pregnant bitch, like, at all. At all. That's so disgusting to me. This lady over here throwing up, pooping herself, and you over here, yeah, no, that's just so gross to me. No, for real. Go get some regular friends, you know, go befriend some people that are hot, you know, go do that. Or be single for a little bit, right? Like, no, explaining this man to your next boyfriend is going to be hard work. He's going to be like, so you still talk to him or what? Right, risking her life to have his baby, and he out here cheating, and you really think that you're the only one. You really think that you're special, friend, and you're the only one. He's literally just talking to you to see if on one random Tuesday night you crack, and you send him a little boobs, you send him a little biscuit pic, something. Because the fact that you still slept with him when he had that other girl pregnant, he knows that he can get what he wants from you for real, for real. And I know you said you acknowledge, oh, it's him having his cake and eat it too, but you're still doing the same thing. He's getting off by knowing that he has you in his roster. So if anything goes wrong with his family, he knows that on a lonely night, he can come and crawl into your bed. You need to cut off that contact. And I know you didn't want no advice, but that's the advice I'm giving you, because I just don't see anything. How is this benefiting you? What are you getting out of that relationship? Is he paying your bills? Is he giving you emotional support? Is he driving you to work? Like, what are you getting out of being in a relationship with a man who has a family? Like, that bit Cassie low-key made you the other woman. Don't play into it. But yeah, if y'all have any advice for them, please put it in the comments. Because that's crazy. That's crazy. That's a crazy situation for sure. No, for real. Do not brag about letting an ex come back in your life. Don't let people gaslight you into thinking like, oh, I'm just so mature, I could be friends with them. No, that's not being loyal to yourself. Fuck maturity. I guess I'm just immature as fuck because I don't want shit to do with none of these people from my past. Like, I'll just keep moving like I don't even know you. Like, you're not serving me. Bye. I know, side piece to the long-term boyfriend is pretty hard work, bro. You got to leave him alone. Leave him be. But all right, y'all, double tap the screen, like the live. We're about to get into this next story. Am I the a-hole roommate from hell? Okay. He said, hey again. Hey friend. I'm a repeat offender. I have submitted multiple stories. So for reference, I'm a Capricorn sun, and the friend in the story, whom we're going to call Gwen, is a Sagittarius sun. I'm assuming that is the roommate. And sorry, y'all, if I'm like getting a little speedy. I just looked at the time. I'm like, girl, let me get to this next story. We've only read 2 stories. So we started off meeting each other through a mutual at dinner. I'm in a friend group of 5 from college, and we always get together to have dinner, do a little session, movie nights, at least once a week together. One night, my friend brought Gwen over because they met in cooking class, and she thought they were cool. From the beginning, I thought Gwen was a little abrasive because she is a huge contrarian. We were sitting down already eating, and she came in late. And instead of saying hi to us, the first thing she said was that she thought the restaurant was small and that she knew a really good Chinese place where she was from. Ma'am, that right there would just make me not even want to like converse with you, because it's like, I can't control the restaurant. And then the small little holes in the wall got the best food. Like, get your old, okay. Shout out to the Capricorns, by the way. She sits down to order and asks what everyone else got, then proceeds to talk about how one of my friends that got sweet and sour chicken should have got something else because of the red dye 40 in it, and how it's much better to make your own sauce at home. Well, maybe you should have hosted a dinner for all of us in your large mansion with your non-red dye sweet and sour sauce, you know? She even was talking about how me getting ginger ale doesn't really have that much ginger in it for it to be beneficial to your health. Gwen's one of those people who always has a story or a fun fact to refute whatever it is you're talking about, and this rubbed me the wrong way, because why are you arguing with people over the most random stuff? Just vibe, twin. No, seriously. Later that night, I needed a ride back because I had been drinking, and she offered. I was in the car holding on for dear life and closing my eyes, because why was this bit going 100 miles per hour? And then shared that she just got the sports car but didn't know how to drive stick shift, so she was slowly learning. Okay, girl. Over time, we started inviting her back to the hangouts, and she became a part of the group. Somehow, the more I got to know her, I thought maybe she was cool people. She's just a little bit troubled because of all she had going on in her life. Some people think arguing is a form of bonding, so I just decided to accept it. I was living with some friends at the time, and my best friend was moving out to go live in London. Oh, London. Okay. So she'd be renewing her lease with us, and we should have just left the room vacant or turned it into a game room, but I thought it would be nice to offer Gwen a space. Her family's place was damaged in a hurricane, so it was just a nice offer to let her live with us. Okay. So at first, it was really chill. Everyone got along. Then she pulls me to the side to say that she was upset that one of the roommates had her partner living there with us. I told her before she moved in that he would be staying and if she was comfortable with it. So I asked, like, what changed? Why aren't you comfortable? Gwen said she just thought it was weird that he couldn't just afford to live somewhere else because she doesn't like living with men, and thought it was weird that he was always on his side of the apartment. And I just told her to talk to my friend about it, but she already signed the lease and he is contributing. So he's contributing, he's queer, and he's staying on his own side of the apartment. So I don't see the issue. But this was problem number one, because she refused to talk to my friend about the issue and would just ignore him whenever he was in the kitchen or we were all in the living room. Mind you, for context, she is a lesbian and is the type of gay that just does not F with men at all, even if they are queer, which is very strange. So let's unpack this real quick, because I know that was a lot of information. Beggars can't be choosers. So if your family just had a hurricane or something like that, and this is all the only place that you could live, and you, right, somebody said in the chat, you're the last one to live there. Like, if you don't want to live there, then don't live there. But you knew that he was there, and what? You still moved in. So now you're going to try to be trivial, or you said she's a contrarian. You're trying to be trivial and kick him out, even though he's paying rent. And she said that he's part of the LGBTQ plus community, but because he's not a letter that you vibe with, you don't like him and you don't feel safe. And I'm not going to hold you. I know that men do suck. The majority of men are horrible. But I can't help it, bro. There is a certain type of L word that is just like unnecessarily like, oh, you're gonna bring your flamboyant gay friend here? Well, he is a man and I don't trust man. Girl, he don't want you and you still don't want, I don't know. No, for real, why you think this bad girls club? Like, just leave. If you don't feel comfortable, then leave. Okay, girl. I have a cat who was small at the time and had been living with me in the apartment for a couple of months. She would be very rough with petting the cat. Oh, and my bad, I forgot to mention that other thing. Don't come to me, Miss Outspoken Contrarian, talking shit about somebody else. Go talk to her about the way she would have came to me. There's a man in here, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, go talk to her about it. Don't do that. I'm not about to triangulate with you. She's here before you. Go figure it out. So she's talking about she has a cat. And Gwen would pet the cat very rough. Like, picking him up when he tried to run away or holding the cat upside down. Psycho. I asked her to stop it because I was really stressed. It was stressing him out. And she can't yell at him for biting her if you're scaring him. Mind you, I'm getting a degree in pre-veterinary medicine and I have an animal behavior certification, so I know a little bit about what I'm talking about. Gwen said that's not true because she had cats before and they just need to be desensitized. Girl, if you don't shut your, actually ass up, like, honestly, bro, because look, I love people that just spout fun facts at me. Like, that's actually one of my favorite type of people. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, please do tell. But if the well actually you're always doing is freaking negative, like, shut up, girl. You never heard the saying, if you don't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all? Well, actually, bitch, shut up. Gwen asked me if I would be cool with her bringing her dog from home into the apartment. It was a large dog, but it was being abused by her dad. This sounds like a story that somebody has sent before. Let me guess, you gonna bring the dog into the house and the dog is gonna bite somebody? I'm talking like this was sent a long time ago. Like, I remember something. Or maybe this is the same person and they retelling it. They don't know. They sent it to me. I don't know, but I'm going to keep reading it. I asked if she trained the dog because there would be days where the dog would just pee all over the floor. Oh, she was not spayed, so she would have her cycle on things in the apartment, and she would not change the dog's diaper regularly. Oh, yeah, y'all would have had to come together and kick this girl out. Ew. I have a chronic neurological condition and told her before she moved the dog in that if I don't get proper sleep, I would have to be hospitalized. Lo and behold, I ended up being hospitalized 2 times since the dog was moved in because I was getting like little than 2 hours of sleep. She had the nerve to say, oh, well, I lived with a Great Dane before, so I understand how annoying the barking can be, but I'm trying, but I just don't know what to do. How about put that dog back where you found it? No, for real, you such a diva about your space, but you got your dog pissing and perioding everywhere. You're freaking nasty. My roommate's partner was also deathly afraid of the dogs because he went through a traumatic event and almost lost his life. So just hearing the barking was shaking him up. Gwen was like, she doesn't bite. She's just excited. And basically told him to just get over his trauma. Then she broke down crying, saying she can't afford the doggy daycare or a pet sitter, or to give her a better home because she does that. Her father is going to financially cut her off. Give the dog back to your daddy. Huh? This is insane. All I can say, because someone said Gwen showed you who she was from day one. I will say that how people act in social settings versus how they act with living with them is very different, because usually with living, people are more laxed. And sometimes people overcompensate in social settings because their living situation is so poor. And I think that is what happened here, because I'm sure even the outside views what Gwen does as rude. Her little, oh, actually, she thinks that she's being like a stand-up, knowledgeable citizen, when it's like, girl, no, you're projecting that you know you don't be living right. Because this is crazy. This is insane. You got me over here scared in my own house, not getting no freaking sleep. Oh, hell no. Now she putting a shock collar on the dog. Oh, babes, you don't need a pet. You don't need a pet. The landlord said that if we get 3 noise complaints, Gwen would have to move out. At the time, she already had 2. I was fed up and called my landlord myself to turn her in. I know it's shitty, but at this point, she didn't even care that I wasn't feeling well. It turns out that the building management allowed her to stay because she quickly filed for the dog to be a basically like a what is it called, like a service animal. Wow, that dog don't even know how to piss right, and you saying it's a service animal? That is so insulting to people that actually need service animals. Wow, that's crazy. Fast forward a couple of months, Gwen gets into a relationship with this girl. Let's call her B. Gwen basically moved B into the house because their first night together, she did not leave unless it was to go to work or to party. Her defense for moving her in was that if our roommate's partner was living there, she did. The roommate's partner is paying rent. And then we talked about this on another stream. Y'all L words love to move people in on like day one, and now y'all living with each other. Like, what? Oh my God. Right. You putting a shock collar on a service animal. And our girl that sent in the story was like, as a vet, that makes me very uncomfortable. Like, that's your solution. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. B was also very pretentious and barely contributed to anything. She would cook and leave food sitting out, grease everywhere. And if someone told her to clean, she would say she wouldn't because her fine china can't go in the dishwasher. I found the plate she bought at Dollar Tree one time. Damn, talk about fine china. Their relationship turned toxic quick. They have drinking problems and would be at a bar or a party almost every night. B would catch an attitude if Gwen started drunk crying or threw up and say she was disgusting. Then Gwen would start grabbing her, begging her not to leave. They eventually broke up, but after B threatened to press charges on Gwen, it was really scary living in a place where there is a dog being tortured, a couple fighting, Gwen refusing to take accountability or like, yo, the way I would have got all my roommates and we would have just like put all that bitch's shit outside. Fine china from the dollar store, babes. Everybody gotta go. No, for real. At this point, burn the whole apartment down. We starting over. So she eventually would break her lease. Thank God. She did take over the whole house. This was exhausting to read. I didn't even really have a lot of input. Like, this is just tiring. She eventually would break her lease and move out for her own personal reasons. I told the girls that after living with her and seeing her character, I was not a huge fan of spending any time with her anymore. She was putting all my roommates and me through hell and then wasn't even there for me when I was going through extreme depression. I felt burdened with her issues 24/7 while I was in the apartment. And I can't count 2 times where she asked me how my day was doing. I would be walking in the door crying from how stressed I am, and she just wouldn't speak. Am I the a-hole for not wanting to fuck with her anymore? No. No, you are not the a-hole, okay? It's one thing to be a friend with your little quirks and everything and not living together. Once we sign a financial contract with one another and my home is supposed to be my safe space and you disrespect that, there is no turning back in my opinion. At least give it some time. I'll hit you up in maybe like 10 years. We'll touch base, see if there's still something there. But because it doesn't seem like you guys had like a big fallout type of deal, like because she left for own personal reasons. But no, I don't think you're an a-hole for not wanting to talk to her anymore. She seems like she has a lot of personal things she needs to handle first. And for somebody that's so hypercritical, they have a lot of flaws that they wear on their sleeve. That's just my perspective from what I read. Anyways, that's my story. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm attaching a picture of my cat and her dog. Now I'm moving into a small house with my partner, and I'm about to go to grad school. Congratulations. Thank you for reading. Aw, the dog looks so sweet. Like, it's not the dog's fault that she didn't do what she was supposed to do. And oh, you have a Siamese cat. Look at her eyes. Oh, I guess it's a boy. He has a little bow tie. Aw. Yeah, both of them are cute. It's the dog's eyes for me. Like, he's just looking up like, hi, I'm not perioding on your couch. I'm cute. Like, no. Oh my gosh. Let's see what you guys got to say in the comments. Mooney says, my anger wouldn't be able to handle this. I just know Gwen White because this is that type of behavior. Damn. Like, she low-key took over the whole house. No, she did. Because what the F? How the person you bring dirty? No, really. And you over here complaining about people staying in the house and stuff just because they're a guy. Like, that guy playing his part and carrying his weight. Okay? No, you're good, mamas. Right? Don't even go backwards. Gwen stressed me out too. Her hypercritical nature tells you that she either grew up in that setting or she is super critical of herself. That is the T. And in order to be super critical of herself, it's because she grew up in that setting. So that's why I'm like, I'm pretty sure that she thinks by being critical that it's coming off as witty and smart, and she's like, oh well, people will like me, I'm just so witty and smart, and this restaurant is smaller than what I'm used to, so they're gonna think that I go to these big restaurants. Like, no, I definitely am catching that vibe. But I'm going to get to this last story because it seems like you're goody, girl. You're out of the situation. You're out of the house. My advice to anybody that's in a situation like that, though, is to hit up your landlord. Some people say call animal control, but I would definitely hit up the landlord and be like, hey, we kind of don't want this person here anymore. And then set her down and say, hey, we don't want you living here no more. Let's take the next steps. We'll help you find a place. It's just not compatible. But hey, seems like everything worked its way out and she got out of there. Okay. But yeah, let's get to this last story because I want to be able to fit this one in. It's a little lengthy, but we're going to get to it, girl. This is Tribe T. Learning how to decenter men at 25, because we're all decentering men in 2025. Let's get into it. Okay. Hey, Naja. Hey, friend. I've been a subscriber since the pandemic and finally decided to write in. Well, welcome. I am a Cancer and truly a lover girl, oftentimes to my own detriment. Well, shout out to all the Cancers in the chat. Make sure you drop your sign. And make sure you guys are liking the live and double tap the screen if you're on TikTok. I just turned 25 yesterday. Well, happy birthday, boo. And I finally got rid of the guy I've been allowing to string me along since 2023. He is 26 and the biggest Virgo man. Ooh, girl. Shout out to my Virgos out there. I've always had an issue with feeling overly sexualized since I was at least 11. Oh, babe. I've always been a little curvy and unfortunately had to deal with a lot of unwanted attention from boys and grown men. Aw, poor little you, man. I started being intimate physically at 14 and developed a physical intimacy addiction. Whoa, that's a lot. She said corn really did a number on me. That's very real, though. This is very transparent. I respect that. I've had to learn how to stop sexualizing myself, even because I thought that was the only thing I had to offer. With that being said, I've worked on my confidence throughout my short span of adulthood, but I still have trouble trusting men. No matter how confident I am in myself, I question how I'm truly perceived by them. So before Mr. Virgo, I felt like every guy only wanted me for, I now realize that I was so desperate for love back then I just took whatever crumbs I could get, which is how I often ended up in these struggle situationships. I'm a very direct person when it comes to men, especially those I have feelings for. I lack boundaries. Side note, I had a pretty strict dad, so I often had to hide my romantic experience, and I'm just coming around to opening up to my parents about that aspect of my life. They do say strict parents raise sneaky kids. I expected so much heartbreak behind closed doors that no one truly knew about because I was so good at hiding my emotions. Anyway, back to Mr. Virgo. In the beginning, it seemed like we were on the same page and even communicated to each other what exactly we were expecting from one another in this healthy relationship. This was a breath of fresh air for me as I was used to communicating with my romantic partners. I often found myself impressed by the little things because I was just used to the bare minimum. After a few months of just hooking up and catching feelings, I decided to confess those feelings, and I thought he would feel the same way based on the little things he said to me, but he immediately backtracked once I told him how I felt. He would pretend like we were working towards a relationship. Sir, we're hunching. What you talking about working towards? Working towards what? Damn, not my bayang. Get the bayang back, girl. Okay. Working towards what? Like, I'm sorry. That would have pissed me off. That's such a Virgo man thing to say, too. What do you mean working toward? Like, sir, we're hunching. What are you talking about? This cycle we were in went on for 3 years. Oh, he's on drugs. It happened for 3 years until I was truly able to see him for what he was, manipulative and emotionally stunted. It wasn't until I found myself in a short-lived relationship with a 31-year-old man that had 2 kids, and it seemed like he took me seriously. That's another story for another time. Girl, you was about to be stepmama before the age of 25? After that failed, Mr. Virgo was right there to comfort me and tell me how I deserve better. Yeah, like you. But I didn't realize how much these men mirror each other. We were constantly on and off because I always had the suspicion that he only liked me for the hookups. But he'd bring me back in by saying something to make me believe he saw me as a person. He'd say things like, when I make it to the top, sir, when I make it to the top, the way I would have laughed in this man's face, when I make it to the top, I'm taking you with me, but constantly telling me I'm not his girlfriend. Oh, wow. The top of what? I don't know. No, for real. That was some lame shit. I don't even. It's like, sir, you're not building towards your own goal. You the one that's talking about we building towards shit. You have, like, you don't even know what you want to be, what you want to do. You talking about when I make it. What? When I make it? Make it doing what? I soon realized bro is actually a bad communicator, but I wasn't aware enough to see that I had a communication problem too. I had really poor mental health, and I have big feelings, and I get misunderstood. Damn, what is this? Oh, I'm about to say, girl. So Mr. Virgo has admitting to having mommy issues. See, I'm not about to play your therapist, and I'm not even your bitch. Like, I need to go. Girl, you need to leave. I didn't understand the repercussions of messing with a man with mommy issues because I come from a 2-parent home, even though they're divorced. I have my own trauma, but I was raised with nothing but love. They both come from broken households and made sure that I knew the world was mine. So I didn't understand that a man who has issues with his mother typically takes it out on all women. Yes. I thought I was special to him, but looking back, I could see that he never truly respected me as a woman. He'd always go on tangents about women and them being this and them being that, but I would just take it as a joke. Ladies, do not take that as a joke, because I don't know what's about to happen next, but usually these type of men will hit you. I'm just saying, you over here, you hate women this, you hate women that, they get you all riled up. If the wrong bitch says the wrong thing to him, I guarantee you this man has somebody in his past that could tell you that he put their hands on him. Because what? That's what I'm saying. Go be with a man then. Go be with a man if you just hate women so much. Go be with a man. Like, what the hell? So this dude was unromantic, selfish, emotionally immature, never told me how he felt about me. Any sign of emotions from me was a cue for him to shut down. So what is this doing for you, friend? Like, why are you staying around? It seems like he does not like you. Like, for real. He quit his CO job, and after 3 months of unemployment, he began to let his pride get to him. I was essentially taking care of him, but you're not his girlfriend. So why are you taking care of him? Hello? He felt really bad about me taking care of him and would promise to pay me back often. I would reassure him that I loved him and would do anything. Oh my God, I loved him, girl. He eventually took advantage of this, and he was the best man I had ever been with those 3 months, and I had his undivided attention, but that side of him never stays long. It just goes to show if they want to, they will. Like, he has this capability in him. He just don't want to do that shit. One day he got distant and eventually stopped responding after he got a new job. I would blow his phone up, beg for him to see how his actions hurt me, and he just ignored me until he felt like testing the waters. He would text me once every 2 weeks or so, string me along, and I would tell him off, and that drove him away for another week or so. This went on for about 3 months, and I went through the worst heartbreak. I spent that time grieving the relationship and finally opening up to my therapist about it. With time, I stopped crying every other day and felt like I had the answers I needed, until a month ago. He came to explain what was going on with him. Sir, we don't care. Stay your ass over there. Stay away from me. Huh? Oh my God. He said that he started going to AA meetings. Oh, girl. So he really on this, I need to apologize to everyone I've done wrong bullshit. Baby. He need to go to a few more meetings. He needs to get a few chips before he comes and talks to you. Because no. I was so proud of him for going to AA that my anger subsided and we spent the day together. And I thought I had my person back, but he went back to ignoring me for another week. Damn. A week later, he hit me up at 10 p.m. on a Tuesday trying to come over. Didn't I tell you on the other story? It's always on a lonely night on a Tuesday in the middle of the night. They want to test you. I was over it, but admittedly, I still wanted to please him. Why? Oh my gosh. I let him come over, and I don't know if it's his only way of showing affection, but he did try to hook up. I have PCOS, so my hormones are out of place, and there are times where I'm just repulsed by hookups. But I still did it when I didn't want to. Oh my gosh, baby girl. You're hurting yourself by doing that. Like, our bodies definitely keep the score. I'm not going to go to the extent of being like, you got these soul ties and all this shit, because, you know, there are SA victims and you don't want to feel like you're soul tied to somebody that SA'd you, but your body does keep the score. Your body knows when you're doing things you don't want to do just to please a man. Wow. He was well taken care of, if you know what I mean, and he enjoyed being the only person being taken care of. That's another thing. Like, I consider you, on my color purple-ish, I consider you a virgin if you've never had an intimate moment and finished as a woman. Like, what? This man really does not care about, I don't know. I'm really not trying to get kicked off of TikTok. I'm really not, because I was about to get vulgar for a second. But let's just say it feels better for both parties if the girl, I don't know. Let me shut up. I'm being grown. Anyways. He came over that night to chill and made it clear beforehand to not address the big elephant in the room. I agree, but he couldn't help but to blame my distance from him on me, as if he hasn't been in and out of my life. So he began to get dressed and leave, talking about we're clearly not on the same page. And I was ready for him to go, so I told him he could honestly get the fuck out. So, of course, he had nothing to say and slammed the door in his face. I slammed the door in his face. I completely romanticized his potential as a partner and ignored the reality. I knew it wasn't right subconsciously, as I would lie to my therapist about the relationship. If you have to lie to your therapist, you know it's bad. You know he ain't shit. Wow, like, you're trying to protect his reputation for what? So you know deep down that he's doing you dirty. Anyway, it's been a week since that happened, and he's blocked for good this time. Yes, ma'am. I'm the happiest I've ever been and truly taking time to heal my wounds. And I'm talking to a guy right, girl, you don't need to be talking to no man right now. I'm sorry, but you don't. You've acknowledged that you do have an skewed relationship with hooking up because of your childhood trauma and everything like that. It seems to me, I don't know about you, but I had that when I was in therapy, and this is like super personal, but when I was in therapy, because I was a victim of SA as a kid or whatever, I had like this breakdown where it's like, sometimes I don't feel like doing nothing because I feel like I've been fucking my whole life, bro. Like, I really just don't feel like you need to get to that point. You get what I'm saying? I feel like being intimate is just so normalized to you that you're like, oh, okay, I'm done talking to him. I need to talk to somebody else. I need to get up under somebody else. I need to get up under somebody. you need to be single for a bit. You need to be single for a bit and really get to know yourself as a woman and not the hookup object. Does that make sense? I just got real vulnerable with you, sis, and I'm just being real. I don't know how you not tired of this shit at this point. You get what I'm saying? This situationship and all others taught me that a man will treat you the way that you allow him. That is so true. That is so true. Even though I have standards, I had a hard time reinforcing them because I was desperate for love, and I used to mean hooking up meant something to everyone and that it would change how a man views me. No, it does not. Men and women conceptualize hooking up very differently. Like, someone said it in the chat, that man is literally inside of your body. Like, what the hell? As a 25-year-old black woman with no kids, it's really hard to date because most of my peers are on baby number 2 and 3. Some would say I'm stuck up for not wanting to date someone with no kids. No, you are not. You have every right to not want to be with somebody with kids, and do not let these dusty ass men, because that's some rhetoric that men with 5 damn kids be saying so that they can get with women that don't have kids. No, you definitely deserve to be with a man that doesn't have kids. Period. You had that self-discipline. You deserve that. I'm enrolled to college with a good job, period, and set to get my degree, as you should. I'm at a point in my life where I want nothing but the best and can finally taste it. I've been rekindling my passion to create art, working on my spiritual, physical, mental health, and I even stopped rolling up my blizzies in the yucky tobacco. I know that's right, girl. That is not easy. Shout out to you for that. My overall quality of life is better. I no longer have room for unhealed people with no desire to do better. Once I started prioritizing myself, the rest fell into place. I didn't realize how much I was hurting myself, but if you ever think about settling, don't. What's the point if you're not even going to get what you truly want, right? Like, if it's making you feel bad, what are we doing this for? Like, you only get one life. She said, I've come to terms with the fact that my desires can and will be fulfilled. Otherwise, I'll just be a happy, stress-free cat lady because no one is worth that much heartache. It's really not. You know how people say we've been through so much together? It's usually only one-sided. Choose yourself every day of the week and not just sometimes. Marriage and kids is not the end-all be-all. That is so true. Thanks, Nadja, for reading my story. I know it was pretty long, but it felt like somebody out there needed to hear this. I listen to Tribe Teas all the time, and I think about how crazy some people are to put up with the things I hear you read about, but then I immediately relate in some way. I watch all your content and never miss a live. Well, thank you so much, girlie. I'm one of your silent subs, but I made my first YouTube comment ever in a video of yours 2 months ago. I've never been the type to do this, but you foster such a kind and honest environment. Well, I'm glad that you feel safe enough to share your story with me. And here are some pictures. I love your aesthetic so much. It looks so fun. I love your hair. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, girl, like, you're a baddie. What are you talking about? You're a baddie for sure. I love your hair so, so much. Like, these color combos are eating. You are eating down for sure. But I'm just glad that you're in therapy. Don't lie to your therapist anymore. I feel like you are about to go through a really, really big positive change for sure. Like, I feel like you're about to do your phoenix coming out of the ashes moment. Learning self-love. Like, shoot, even when it does come to, you know, it's the end of the stream. TikTok just don't have to be mad. But even when it does come to your sexuality, you don't have to completely just like numb yourself out in that way. If anything, I would try to learn more about your own body, period. Read that book, The Body Keeps the Score. Learning about how your mental does affect your physical and all of that stuff. Like, as long as you're on that trajectory, I see really good things for you. The whole concept of decentering men is really just going inward with yourself. Even if you are a man, you can also decenter men because we're in a patriarchal society and you could center in on yourself. What do you want? Not so much what is society expecting of me. It's just, as women, we are brought up to be seen, not heard, be docile, don't say no. You don't want to upset him. What if he doesn't like you? If you do, you get what I'm saying? So it's a little bit more work for us, but you're on the right track, girl. You're on the right track, and I can't wait. You're going to write into me in a few years, and you're going to be like, girl, I'm so glad where I'm at now. I could just see it for you already, because you're not just talking the talk, you're walking the walk. Like, it's just nice. It's just nice to see. Someone said they remember the call center days. Ooh, girl. The call center days. But yeah, thank you so much for sending me this story, girl, because I know somebody out there can relate. I just seen a video on my feed the other day about some girls talking about how people, like, accounts like the Bop House and stuff like that, and just like having corn so easily accessible has made them, you know, change how they maneuver dating the way that maybe we didn't back in the day. And it is very male centered, and it's not about women pleasure and everything. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. But yeah, I'm seeing y'all in the chat basically saying solitude heals. I agree. I definitely agree. But that is all I got for you guys. Thank you to every single person that sent in a submission. I really, really appreciate you guys sharing with us. Again, whether you're on TikTok, YouTube, or Twitch, if you guys want your story read on this channel, all you have to do is email me at TRIBETEA@shopvoodoochild.com. Okay. If you send receipts, make sure the receipts are censored. Make sure the pictures are blurred. Don't send me, like, because then it takes me longer to get on the live, and then I have to kind of like speed up, like how I just had to do with the last two stories. So yeah, give me some time. I am coming out with a memoir review. You guys are gonna see in like a few weeks why it's been taking me so long to get certain videos out. It'll all come out in due time. I can't say nothing right now. But be patient with me. Be patient with me. I appreciate you guys. I love all the support. I thank you so much for the support on my propaganda videos, the propaganda I did fall for. Surprisingly, I didn't expect this, but the only people that are really mad at me at that video are the vegans. I talked about some real ish in that video. I didn't know that was going to be the one that get me in trouble, but hey, it is what it is. So go to that video and check it out if you haven't already. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye.